So yes, guys, welcome back to another Trashman vid. Excited about this one. More than excited, really. Solinco Mach-10 in my left hand. String that just hit the market a couple weeks ago during Indian Wells. A lot of buzz around this bad boy. Plenty of videos, reviews. I've skipped those. I figured I'd save the mystery for myself and do my own review. But just look at the packaging. I'm going to show some up-close shots of this, but stunning from the jump. And the string itself, if I had to pinpoint a shade, a turquoise I would go with. I don't know a whole lot about it. We're going to find out together. It's a poly. I don't even know if it's shaped, but certainly lightly colored. So I would imagine that means it's lively and gives good access to spin, among other things. But like I said, wicked excited about it. Mach 10. Mach 10 means 10 times the speed of sound, 770 miles an hour. Will that be my new serve speed with this puppy? We shall see. But in the spirit of increased speed, let's put this on the drop weight stringer and see if I can break my record for fastest string job. 38 minutes on the clock. That's the time to beat. Let's do it. So there you have it. A new record has been set here on the Trashman Tennis channel. 35.45 on the stringer. A drop weight at that. I'll take that any day of the week. Actually, if you want to be more specific, take away 4 minutes for the opening of the package, the measuring of the mains and crosses, and the actual setting of the racket. So it doesn't get much faster than that. So living up to the Mach 10 spirit, happy with that. And also happy with the end result there as you have it. A close-up of how it pairs their absolute eye candy, baby. Thebomb.com. And I just displayed the fact that I'm a millennial there with that old adage, but never mind it. How did this play? Well, before I get into that, let's talk about how it felt. And actually, let's not jump the gun here. Let's talk about the packaging. I gave the zoom in. I think Solinco did an utterly fantastic job on the packaging. Details matter, baby. And a lot of buzz around this string. It came out again during Indian Wells not too long ago. And if you go onto the website, they're really honing in on that theme, flying high in the sky. They got the clouds, they got the supersonic jet on the website, and they're really trying to hammer the idea home that this is a power string, which is a little bit counterintuitive, a little bit of a paradox. You know, they're going against the grain with that. Most polys are known for their exceptional control and spin and durability. You want some power, look at the multifilaments of the world. Look at the nylon strings of the world. Or if you have the finances to back it, look at natural gut. If you want to hone in the power, that's where you go to polys. That's what the polys typically hang their hat on. But interesting that they're shooting for that. If you look at the packaging here, it says power and comfort on the front, and then on the back, if you want to talk about the technical jargon, cloud form is the trademark. It's a chemical formulation. I guess that's introduced into the manufacturing and development of the string, offering perfect balance, performance, and feel. Now I'm just reading straight off the packet here. But the point is, they're trying to offer, again, a bazooka of a string to give you a little bit extra pop. It makes sense with the color of the string. It's going to play lively in all likelihood. The recommended tension as well goes hand in hand with what they're trying to shoot for, 40 to 50 pounds. So as you know, the lower the tension, the more power that's thrown into the ball as it leaves your string bed. And there you go. How about a 4-gram difference for the rackets? That leaves me into the next segue. How did it feel in hand while on the stringer? It felt cheap. It didn't really feel high quality, and it notched easily. Believe me, I'm aware the drop weight is not the most, doesn't offer the most TLC on the strings, but yeah, it felt plasticky. It felt cheap. It felt thin. It was a 17 gauge. I'm like, this thing is, it felt light. There's nothing of substance here. It felt like a lighter string. And again, a 4-gram difference. I understand my booms aren't perfectly matched, but goodness, that's a chasm between the two. So super interesting first takeaway there, even before I got to the court. But, you know, I thought they were going to be slippy and slick and minimize the spin and play more like a round poly. But it is shaped, and it does give you good spin, decent amount of grip and rip. Nothing overwhelming to write home about, but definitely more spin than a rounded poly would offer you. I will say what they're going for, like we've talked about already, the power. I have 2 examples here on full display. Just flick of the wrist, off balance, and boom, right back her way, giving me the point. And I think I got one more example here. Good return, deep, and just redirecting that right off my toes. Ordinarily, I feel like a lot of other strings or tensions would not have launched that back over the net, but 2 prime examples of the pop that this gives you. And like I said, it makes sense with the color, but it does play really soft, a bunch of ball pocketing in this, and launches it back like a trampoline in a good way. It's not outrageously uncontrollable, but I think what they set out to do to give you a power string, remarkably, they've done really well. So it's not a stiff string, of course not. It's not a point and shoot string. It's not a dead control oriented string. But then again, that's not what the territory comes with. So hats off to Solinco. They've done really well. I think the main question mark is how long will it last? Will the tension taper off drastically, being that it's a soft string that has a tendency to bag out? Will it be unplayable rather quickly? This is only a 1-week rapid fire review, so that's still a question mark. But I was also pleased with the break-in period. I've mentioned this before with other strings. In the boom, for some reason, it's taut, it's ping in and out for at least the first play session, and then it's a drastic jump to a more comfortable, softer poly with, I'm referring to Grapple Snake Alpha, which is my favorite string. But very gradual change from the first hitting session to the second, so not really a lot of break-in period, which is nice. It's nice. It's not really fun to have to go through that. So hats off. Well done, Solinco. Great packaging. Nice string. They've done what they've set out to do. And good job keeping it at a reasonable price. It's not going to break the bank at, I believe it's $13.99. So that's another plus there. Give it a shot. That's all I got on this one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you took something away from it. Whatever happens, remember that Trashman Tennis. It's all about the tennis trash we've been.